Alright, so today we're doing a tune-up on a 4-year-old on a nice hot roof. It's the unit we're going to be doing. It's a Ream, 4 years old. Let's open it up, see what we got to do. So first thing to do, take the cover off. So we can get in here, see what's going on. Get it nice and cleaned out. Wow, that one wasn't even in. All right. All right, there we go. So you got all the electronics up here. This is the heat side down here, so these are your burners, gas valve, inducer motor, control board, pressure sensor, transformer, fan relay, dual capacitor, mainline contactor. So we're here for cooling maintenance, but since it's a package unit, I usually just do both since I'm here, all in the same spot. But as you can see, it's pretty dirty. So we're gonna get it cleaned out first. Now that's clean. Well, first thing I do is I usually just do a quick visual inspection of everything up here. I like the board to make sure there's no burn marks, any signs of overheating on the board. Transformer, make sure there's nothing looking bad on there. There's no wires getting caught anywhere. All the grommets are in. Check the contactor. Make sure the cap, there's no oil on it. Make sure the motor's not leaking oil. Make sure the gas valve, all the putties there, it's not sticking out. Switch is on. The burners are good, all that. Once I do the visual, then I'm gonna grab my meter and start checking everything else, and then we're gonna power it on. So first thing I check is the capacitor up here. This is a dual capacitor, so it's 2-in-1. There's common side hermetic, which goes to your compressor, fan side, which goes to your condenser fan motor on top. This is rated at a 45 and 10, so 45 for the compressor, 10 for the fan. I'm gonna check common to hermetic, so common to compressor. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 44.0, which is good. We're gonna go common to fan. This should be about 10. You're at 10.1, which is perfect. So capacitor's good. On the contactor, I usually just make sure all the screws and bolts are nice and tight. None of these high voltage wires are gonna come out. See, that one was pretty loose. So is that one. Look at this. So I should have done a better visual inspection and noticed this wire is overheated. And I did notice it was really loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this off and redo that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this right there. Twist that up, put the new one on. Make sure it's tight. It's good. Usually on package units, I just jump it out from here. So we're gonna put together green and yellow, and then red. let it kind of warm up first. So this is total unit power. So the amount of power the entire unit is pulling, all motors together. Now we'll check the fan and the compressor by themselves. So this is the fan motor up there, 1.4. That's good. Your compressor, it's 12.6. So the system works good in AC. We're going to shut that part off and we're going to test the heat. So the first thing it turns on is your inducer, which then pulls in your pressure switch, letting it know that this is working fine. Once that's on, the board's going to turn on your igniter. Right here, it's a spark igniter. There it goes. Gas valve opens, flame turns on, flame sensor senses the flame. Ooh, and it shut off. Oh, there's a problem. There's fire. And this time it stayed on. I'm going to check the flame sensor just in case. So that right there is your flame sensor. This is what we're going to take out. Make sure it's clean. Doesn't look too bad. I can clean it off anyways. I usually use like a dollar bill, something like that to clean it. I also found the low abrasive Brillo pads work really well too. So it doesn't look too bad. I don't know if you could see. It's not too bad. Usually they're a lot darker than this, but simply just clean it off a little bit like this. Kind of polish it up. You don't want it to scratch. So if you see scratches, it's too abrasive. Just like that. That's good. So just connect that back in. All right, done. It's good, it's clean, it's working. Time to button it up and go home. Let's get out of here.